Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Today we're going to be talking about why you may not be losing weight. These are some mistakes that you may need to fix. The first reason why you may not be losing weight is that you're not tracking properly or accurately. Whilst you're around the house, do you find yourself nibbling on a crisp here, a little snack there? These all add up. Unless you're tracking them, that might be the reason why you're not losing weight. I actually had, on my journey, I had this idea in my head that if I didn't track it, it didn't happen. This is something that is our biggest downfall when it comes to weight loss journeys. Understanding that a little nibble of a biscuit, a little nibble of a cake, a little taste of the food that you're cooking for the family is something that you may not be tracking. And if it is, this is something you may need to look into and get a bit stricter on your tracking. Many people have issues with the tedious nature of tracking your calories, using a weighing scale to weigh everything. You can't complain if you're not losing weight, if you're not accurately tracking all your food. How do you really know you're even in a deficit if you're not using a scale? You need to be using some sort of measuring tool when you're tracking your calories, especially to get the most accurate number. Number one, you should be using some sort of measuring tool. It's better to overestimate than to underestimate the foods that you're eating. The tip for this is to utilize portion control. If you feel like tracking or using the weighing scale is a bit too much for you, utilize portion control. I come from a Ghanaian background where a lot of the foods have so many different ingredients in it which make it difficult for us to actually be able to know how many calories is in it. So you could do this by using a very small plate to dish out your rice dishes or any sort of high calorie foods to help you keep on track. It's always just to be on the safe side. Second reason why you may not be losing weight is inconsistency. Can't say you're not losing weight if you haven't stuck to a calorie deficit, an exercise regime, 6 to 10k steps a day for at least 30 days. In my journey, being consistent is so important. Doing 4 15-minute sessions in a week is so much better than doing 1 or 2 one-hour sessions. Having that consistency and discipline is going to get you far. If you're inconsistent in your calorie deficit, but you're consistent in the gym, this is not going to translate well and you will not see results this way. People need to understand that nutrition is the most important part of losing weight. If your nutrition is not up to par, you will not see results. Combining the two, of course, will allow maximum results and for you to see weight loss very quickly. Number 3, you may actually be losing weight, but you may not be realizing it. On my journey and what worked for me, I use the tape measure, the scale and progress pictures all interchangeably just to make sure. Here's a picture where I felt as though I made no progress, but the difference is clear as night and day. The scale had not moved, but my body fat was clearly decreasing, and you can see this in my face and my neck. And these are kind of the areas where you're going to lose fat first. Using the scale, weighing yourself daily, I prefer to weigh myself daily just because I know that if I catch myself on the wrong day of the week where I'm retaining more water, my weight's not going to reflect true. So I'd advise you to try and weigh in daily if it's something that does not affect your mental health. Otherwise, definitely utilize weighing and progress pictures. The main reason why I weighed myself daily was it gave me data and it gave me an idea of whether I was on a downward trend, which was what I wanted to be. And just a bonus tip, losing weight is not exciting. Losing weight is one of the most boring processes that you ever go through. Having to eat the same, and I mean, a lot of people say that they don't have to eat the same things and they can keep things exciting. But if you really want to be disciplined and you really want to see results as quick as possible, it's important to understand that a calorie deficit, exercise, tracking your food, using some tool of measurement to track your food is the best way for you to get the quickest results. I say this because in the beginning of my journey, I realized I was eating the same foods, the same thing, and every day kind of felt the same. And part of me was like, isn't weight loss supposed to be exciting? Realizing it actually is not supposed to be exciting. It's a boring process, and the most exciting part is when you get to your goal. These are some reasons why you may not be losing weight, and if you aren't, and you realize that actually I'm not doing this correctly, I would say tighten up on calorie counting, making sure you're keeping to the strict numbers. If you're eating 1,400 calories, make sure you're eating 1,400 calories. If you should be going to the gym 3 days a week, make sure you're going 3 days a week. Understanding that losing weight is something that is not fun, and unfortunately it's not something that we really want to do in that sense. We want to just pay attention and make sure that we're doing things the right way. So I hope my tips helped you out, and I hope that you are staying strong in your journey. If you have any questions, please comment down in the comment section. If If you have any suggestions for new videos, please comment them down in the comment section. And until next time, thank you for watching.